Friday and you're like, yes, it's Friday. I'm so excited. This weekend's going to be so amazing. Friday, yes, thank God it's Friday, or Friday, like most people say. And while most of us normalize that the work week sucks and that weekends are what we should be living for, we got to stop living like that. There's so much more to life. And if you think about it, there's 2 weekend days and 5 weekdays. And if all we do is work really hard for 5 days and live for 2 for the rest of our life, then you're always going to end up resentful, angry, unfulfilled. And so today I want to talk about 5 strategies that you can incorporate so that you can stop living for the weekend and begin to live more intentionally. The first strategy is to give yourself something to look forward to in the middle of the week. Whether that means you're going to run out and go to happy hour with friends, maybe that means that you're going to do a family bike ride, maybe you're going to do a meal prep or cooking with your family or friends. Whatever it is, give yourself something to look forward to during the week, because otherwise the week becomes extremely long, extremely dull, extremely boring, and just not a good week. The second strategy is to take intentional steps and actions in the direction of your goals. There are so many big goals that we have, and big desires and dreams and hopes and aspirations that we have for our life. But a lot of times we wait for someday, right? Someday when I have enough money, someday when I have enough time. But my friend, there's no such thing as someday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but not someday. And so what you need to do is you want to start taking intentional action towards your goals. Now, trust me, I understand if you work a 9 to 5 or maybe even a part-time job, there doesn't seem to be a lot of time. But here's what I know. When you make time for even the littlest things, those little steps lead to big results. And cool fact, but I read a recent article that said the average American wastes 2 hours a day. So look at your day, reflect on your day, see what activities you can shift, move, or get rid of completely, and start replacing that time with intentional action that relates to what you desire. The third step to stop living for the weekend is to take care of yourself. On the weekend, the reason we like the weekend is because we can wind down. We're not just ripping and running all over the place. We're not jam-packing our weekend with things. We're maybe sleeping in. There's all these things, but really at the root of it, it's because we're being more in tune with what we want. We're able to rest more. We're able to do fun activities that we look forward to. But here's a cool tip. You can start incorporating self-care throughout your week. So maybe that's you take a warm bubble bath. Maybe that's you set aside some time to read a book that you want to dive into. Maybe it's that you go to bed earlier so that you're well rested to approach the next day ahead. Regardless of what you choose, you got to make sure to take care of yourself so that you can show up as the best version of yourself throughout the week and on the weekend. The fourth strategy is to practice gratitude. I'm a firm believer that gratitude begets more things to be grateful for. So if all we're doing is just being, oh, well, it's me, and angry and mean and irritable and short-tempered or rushed throughout the week, we're going to attract more of that. So if you want to start attracting positive things, look throughout the day for things to be grateful for. And then what you'll notice is you'll begin to find more things that you have to look forward to and more things that you can in turn be grateful for. One thing that I do is every single morning, I lay out 3 reasons that I'm grateful for this day before I even step foot out of the bed. And then at night, I go over 3 things that I'm grateful for that happened throughout the day. And what I found with this gratitude practice is in turn, I'm looking for more reasons to be grateful. And in turn, I'm feeling more upbeat. I'm feeling more high vibe, more energetic, more excited, and just more impressed with the way that life is going. But here's the cool thing. You can adopt this habit as well. You can list your gratitudes, you can share your gratitudes, you can post your gratitudes, but I challenge you to shift your attention on what you're grateful for and take it away from the things that you're not so grateful for. Finally, the last strategy is to incorporate boundaries, right? A lot of the reason that we're burned out, on the brink of burnout, and overwhelmed and exhausted and frustrated is because we have no boundaries. We're ripping and running. We're not asking for support. We're not saying no to certain things. And so we're being pulled in too many different ways. Our attention is being tugged in all these different directions. And that's why we look forward to the weekend where we can kind of just go into our turtle shell or move away from the things that are stressing us out. But here's the thing. You get to set boundaries. So maybe for you, it's like at work, you're really unfulfilled, you're really exhausted. So on your lunch break, you go sit in your car instead of sitting in your office. Maybe for you, it's that you're ripping and running your kids to 4 or 5 different extracurriculars and you're like, financially, that's a lot, as well as time-wise, that's a lot. Let me pull it down to 2 or 3. Maybe for you, it's that you feel the obligation to stay late at work, even though nobody else is, but you just have this perfectionist tendency, right? And you're like, well, I also need this time for me, or what I desire, my self-care, for growing and starting my blog or business or book or whatever. Start setting boundaries around the things that don't make you feel fulfilled. And here's the truth. For every no you say to something or someone else is a yes that you free up to be able to say to yourself. So begin to set those boundaries that will allow you to really make the most of your week. If you're living for the weekend only and you're like, Friday, you're so excited, then that's a telltale sign that you're not living a life that's very fulfilling. And that's why I share these 5 strategies with you today. So what I challenge you to do is I challenge you to start incorporating these strategies into your week and watch how your week begins to shift. And it's no longer that you can only wait for the weekend, but you start to live a more fulfilling life all throughout the week. If you're looking for more tools, more strategies, and more supports on the process of really living a life aligned with your big vision, your big goal, and really living your best life, then you're in good luck, my friend. I have a totally free Live Your Best Life guide where you will get the tools to not only identify your big vision, but to align your current life with that, so that in turn you start to feel more fulfilled, inspired, accomplished, and excited to just live your best life. So use the link below to sign up. It's totally free, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.